What's up, guys? So I decided to show you guys, I know that, you know, some of the barbershops and stuff like that is opening up, but as you can see, my son needs a hairline, so I decided to show you guys how to do it and how simple and easy that it is. So let's get on into this video. Alright, so now how I do it, whenever I do the hairline, I try to keep it simple. You want to make sure that you keep your brush right here. And for the most part, all I do is just kind of brush the sides down, because we're not trying to make it where you are a barber or nothing, but you want to make your kids, your husband, whoever look decent whenever, you know, if you guys have to go to the grocery store or something like that. So you just want to brush all the sides where you will give a hairline is what you want to do. And yes, he's standing up because it's just a quick hairline. That's all it is. So I normally start right here at the front is what I do. Once I cut my clippers on, and I'll start right here at the front. Just kind of give it a little, you know, just to make sure that the area, see, like you want to make sure that you are getting in the corner there first, and then right in this corner, just to get your guideline going. Just to get your guideline going. So as you can see, you have that line and you have this line. Okay, so I have my guidelines going right here. Let me make sure. You just want to look at it head on to make sure that it's right. And once you see that it's right, then you just pretty much want to come here and you just want to go on to that other line that you just made by just touching it. You're not pulling, you're not doing anything. You're just going straight across is what you're doing. Going straight across from this line that you just made to that line right there. Once you get that part, now this is how I cut. This is how I give a hairline. Now this may not be the way the barbers do it, but this is how I do it. Then you come into the side. You want to make sure that you are lining from this end of the eyebrow. Hold your head up, baby. This end of the eyebrow to this end of the corner up here. So you don't want to take it all the way back or nothing like that. So this is how I do. Turn it to the side. Turn it to the side, and you just want to touch it on there. You may have to touch the side a couple of times, kind of hit and pull towards this way. Hit and pull, hit and pull, hit and pull until you get that part of the line. So you see the colors is getting a little bit lighter. Until you get it just like that, then you come to the other side and you want to do the same thing, but of course you got to turn your liners this way. So when you're doing that, screw back just a little bit. When you're doing that, you just put your hand on the top of their head just like this. And once again, we want to try to get this line right there at that part of the eyebrow, okay? So right over here. Hit and pull. Hit and pull is what you're doing, okay? So this side over here, you know, of course you can go in, you can fix that little piece right there. It's not a problem. So what I do is I just come here and I just hit right there on that little part. So now you have a complete box right here in this little corner and going down to that part of the eyebrow, okay? So after you do all that, you can clean all this stuff up here later. All that is cleaned up later. Don't worry about that. Now we want to do the sides. So you want to grab your brush. Have your brush. You want to brush these sides down. Go ahead and get that hair off the forehead. Just like this. Make sure you stand back. Take a good look at it. As you guys can see. Okay. And now we're just going to, we just want to go here and we're just going to make a little bitty circle going around this part right here. Okay. Make sure you have your brush. Brush it down as much as you possibly can. You may have to use a harder brush, but it's fine. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to tap, make your first little line right there, and you're going to use the corner of your liner. And you're just going to touch it all the way around in that little corner. It may not look like it at first, but as you can see, it's definitely coming where we want it to be. Brush it down. Now, for the more experienced people like myself, this is what I normally do. I kind of just go around with the corner of it to go ahead and make that shape. But if you don't really know how to do that, you want to get your little tap going right there in that little spot and just use the corner of your liners and get the rest of the hair off of it, okay? So after you do that, of course you want to brush. You want to brush, make sure that there are no hairs that are sticking outside of this part that you just cut. And once you do that, you want to get your clippers and you want to come right here to this little point right here. Use the whole entire clipper and just do just like this. Just bring it on down. Okay, you're just evening that part up. You're just evening that part up right there, okay? Now we're gonna move over to the other side. One side is always harder than the other side, just to let you know. So we're just gonna brush this side. You're gonna brush this side right here. And we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're just gonna get this, and now you have to make sure, you know, wherever you're trying to cut, their head has to be comfortable for you to cut it. Not so much their head has to be comfortable for themselves, but it has to be comfortable for you to cut it, okay, in order for you to cut it right. So this is what I do. Once again, make that little line right there, and you can look on both sides, make sure that it's even on this side and that side right there if it's not adjusted. But don't take it all the way up here. You just want to get just a little bit of the end off. And use the corner of your liner, and you're just going around just like this. Just tapping it. And as you tap it, it will take the hair off. And I'm going to show you just from the tapping what it's done. As you can see, it's starting to form that little curved shape. Okay? The next thing you want to do, go back to the top part again and just do this. Put it on the skin and just roll it around. Roll it around. Some hair types you may have to do a little bit more. Some you don't. Get the end, go back around just like this again. Just like that. Just like I told you on the other side, grab this, flatten it out, and just go all the way around. Cut that part off. Just like that. So let's see the front part so far. Can you see it in there, Layla? Okay, you see this side? You see this? You see that? And you see this over here. Now, as you can see around his line, it's a light color that's around it because there's still hair that's on his forehead that I'll cut off, and all of that will blend the right way. Now, in order to do the back and the sides, it's easy, but you know, like I said, if you don't know how to do it, it seems like it's hard. Now I'm gonna put my brush down. Normally I hold my brush like this and I keep it in my hand so that I can cut, but for this video, for you guys to see it, I'll put it down. So what I do for the ears is I hold that ear down, just like this. And as you're doing that, you still wanna use the corner of your blade, and you just wanna grab that little piece right there, that little piece, that, and that. Just to take it around the ear just a little bit, not a whole lot. Pull it down, just like that. Come on around, and you're using just the corner. Okay, now we're gonna start with just the corner of the ear, and then we're gonna move on back to the back. Use your brush, once again, brush all of the excess hair off so you can see it. Sometimes you have to do this to kind of push that hair up out of the way, but you don't want to do that too much, because if they have hair length like what he has here, then you want to make sure that it's not still overlapping on the ear, okay? So we're going to go on around to the back. All right, so like the little straight hairs, I know you probably can't see that right there, but you just turn your clippers around like this, and you just go right around the outside of it just to get that little hair off. Get that little hair off just like that. And then along the back side, you're going to do the same exact thing that you did across the front. You're just going to Use it. You're touching and pulling just a little bit. It all depends on what kind of clippers that you have. Sometimes they'll bite, but you just want to do that and kind of just pull it on down. This is just a simple little hairline is what it is. Okay, a simple hairline. Just like that. Now, on the other side, we're gonna do the same exact thing. Grab your brush it down on the sides and everything. Brush it down. Grab that ear, pull it down. You know, it's not gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt if you cut their ear with these clippers. Okay, so right here, we're just gonna use the corner and we're just gonna get that little hair off. Just like that, all the way around to the sideburn. Okay, just like that. And you're just gonna go around just like this. But be careful not to use this part of it, because you will, and you'll mess up the other part of the hair. So just go on back, right here in the back, touch and pull, touch and pull, just to grab the hair from the skin. But you don't want to do it too hard because it will hurt, okay? Especially, it all depends on if your clippers are biting. Grab the clipper on the side and just go around that hair that's sticking off, and it's gonna come right off. Let me show you guys what it looks like once you get through doing that and you brush it away. I have a little bit here that I need to cut off. Just like that. Okay, and I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I'm gonna clean this up right here just a little bit by using the corner. There you go. And now we're gonna move on to the back. Oh, you hear now a little bit, babe? And you always want to make sure that you're not lining this way, because sometimes it'll bite because the skin is so loose here. Just having them to hold their head down, turn it over just like that so it can straighten the skin out, okay? And so now you just want to go here, put it on there and just move it down. Now, I normally turn my clippers this way and just go up. Just go up to get that hair from on there, just to make sure it doesn't bite them or nothing like that. I'm gonna do the same exact thing on this side. Go up, any little straight hairs that are hanging off. Turn this way, brush all that down. Come here, make sure that I don't have, you know, no real big bulky hair or nothing right there. Make sure you're looking at the back of the hair. That looks pretty even to me. And then you just want to come, hit one time, just like that. Brush a little bit, turn the clippers this way, push that up, push that up, push that up, and brush all that hair away. Make sure that it's even up. If it's not, just fix it just a tad bit. You don't want to take that hairline up too far either, okay? There you go. Let's see. And now I'm going to fix the front part over here. Turn around. I'm going to fix the front part here. Look at it. Make sure there's nothing that's not even. If it is, just fix it by simply doing just like this. Now, a lot of people may say that I'm rough, but you have to make sure that you have control of their head, okay? So I just hold his jaws. My hands are clean. I hold his jaws, I hold his face just like this. And I use this finger as a brace on the forehead. The forehead, maybe the eye or something, but it's not really hard on there. So I'm just gonna go here and fix that little piece. Right there, I'm gonna make this corner as crisp as I possibly can. By doing just like that with the corner of the clipper. Come here, grab any little stray hairs that I see. In that corner right there, grab that one. As you can see, that's crisp. Get this situated here once again. Come right here on this side, do that again over here. Okay, and now I'm just going to start at the top and go down, get all that hair off of the forehead. There you go. Just like that. Now keep in mind, my son has not had a haircut since we have been quarantined. So there's a lot of hair on the forehead that needs to come off. Okay, now we're going to brush it again. Now as you can see, the forehead is brighter now because all of their hair is gone off of it. On the sides over here, you want to take away the sideburns. I normally do because I don't really like the sideburns. Turn around, baby. This is what I do. I just make a little V right there, and then I'll come here on this little part right here, make another little V, cut all this off, just like that. Nice little side right there. Come on this side here. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Just make a V. That's all you're doing. Just like that. There you go. Now I could have easily faded these sides here, which I'll do that later on. He wants his sides faded, but I'm just showing you guys how to do a basic little hairline, okay? Fix all of your corners. Make sure they're as sharp as you can possibly get them. Let's check this side out here. Do the same thing. Turn it sideways. Turn it here, baby. Turn it sideways. Grab that corner and make that crisp as well. You want all the points there, okay? But that's it, guys. That's how you do a basic little hairline. And you know, he used a little sponge thing, but I think that's a pretty good hairline from what we started off from. And that's all that you have to do. It's just that simple. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you comment below any questions that you have or anything like that. Peace. All right, I forgot to tell you guys this. Don't forget to use some alcohol to make sure you clean up around where you have given them the hairline. You don't want any bumps or anything like that. So just use just a little bit. I use the rubbing alcohol, this wintergreen, because the clear kind, it's a little bit too bad. But anyway, I just get in and go over it really fast because whenever you're cutting the hair, it definitely will burn, and you want to make sure that you know that you're not just leaving it on there too much to really burn them, okay? So just go over it real quick. All places that you've cut, you will see maybe a cut or two that you've done on their body, but it's okay. You know, it will definitely heal. They get it all the time if they go to the barbershop. But other than that, wash the forehead really good because you cut all that hair off of there. And he has a little bitty cut right there from those clippers. They're pretty sharp, but he'll be okay. All right, that's it.